An idea well behind its time. Legends of Nara Metomorphs, today on World of Stuff. For those of you unfamiliar with Legends of Nara, quick little lesson. Basically, they were little motorized insects that could bash into each other. They're supposed to be these different tribes of insects fighting for control of the planet. Later in the series, well, basically towards the end of the series, they tried something new, the Metomorphs. Basically, same tribal idea, only these transformed to humanoid-like shapes. The problem was these cost about the same amount as a deluxe, and this was at the time when Classics was out. Funny enough, I got all of these for $3 each, which is about as much as one would cost. One of the Transformers Deluxes would cost, anyway, nowadays. And I'd still rather have a new Deluxe than these things. Okay, let's get on to some introductions, shall we? This here is Vesper, part of the Air Tribe. Here we have Scarbaton, part of the Water Tribe. Venks, part of the Fire Tribe. And Krytox, the Earth Tribe. I can get behind at least 3 of these. Why anybody would ever think that a cockroach would ever be something a kid would want as a toy is a bit beyond me. And as you know, I own a toy that is both a lionfish and a wasp. And I like that. Okay, here we have Vespers here, and we're going to transform into the humanoid form. Because I think this really exemplifies the interesting points and the problems of this line. Okay, let's see here now. Like that. Here we are. Then we. Yeah, that's one of the major problems right there. They're on the little ball joints and they tend to fall apart rather easily. Yeah, and so that's easily a lot of parts to lose for just for something that costs so much. Not really a big surprise why this thing didn't do too well. Now is it? Oh, it's here now. Full done. This part. Oh, and none of them came with instructions, by the way. You kind of had to figure it out from the back of the box. And believe it or not, that is the head. Okay, let's see here. Try that. Got a lot of fiddling about. Whole lot of effort for to try to make it look good, and you end up with, if you can keep it together long enough, something that looks like that. So now, is there another way to... Maybe if I... Okay, yeah. And we still got 4 more of these to go. I think I'll just transform them off screen because I don't think you'd want to suffer through with it this 3 more times. Anyway, here is Vesperus, for better or worse. Okay, here we have Venks of the Fire Tribe. Let's see here now. Yes, I basically had to twist all these legs around individually just to get them to do this. The ball jointed waist there, which means it'll pop off just as easy as everything else. And another chewing gum-esque head. I see what they were trying to do, but obviously this is just a little bit much even for kids. I'm an adult and I'm underwhelmed by the amount of work that you have to put into for these things. Okay, 2 more. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I should mention that these are individually jointed on ball joints, so again, you will still have that everything popping off issue. day. Okay, here we got Scarbaton here. Let's see now. Alright, so now basically just transform, they just do that. More waist joints, hip, upper torso moves anyway. Wings, you had to fold out, which, well, need are a little strange as a whole. Oh yes, here we go again with more pieces popping off. See here now, is there a way to... Oh, the hell of it. Figure that out later. But yeah, it's supposed to look... I see what they're trying to do. They're trying to make this look regal, but honestly, it just looks like a mess. Let's move on, shall we? Okay, lastly, we got Krytox over here, which, despite looking perhaps the most and best made, is still incredibly creepy. So now, things do tend to hold together a lot better with him, but he even has little ball jointed hands there. But again, you have to accept the fact that this thing is a cockroach. In fact, even holding this thing, it makes me feel uncomfortable. So where does this leave us at? Well, there's only ever one series of these, and these 4 are all it. So if you've got, well, if you're curious about this line, you probably should, and I mean really curious, you probably should pick up at least one. Imagine if you probably figured out which one you want, and probably can find it easily at any discount or dollar store at this point. As a collector's line, you're probably better off spending that money on lunch. Anyway, I am the Deceptiwolf. This has been the Legends of Nara Metomorphs, for better or worse, and I bid you good night.